Have you ever been so discouraged in such a low place where that you don't even want to listen to encouraging words or the words that God is speaking? The Israelites were here in Exodus 6. God tells Moses, "Go tell the Israelites, I will bring you out from under." This is in Exodus 6:6. "I am the Lord, and I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians, and I will deliver you from their bondage, and I will redeem you with an outstretched arm and with great judgments. Then I will take you for my people, and I will be your God, and you shall know that I am the Lord your God, who brought you out from under the burdens of Egypt. I will bring you to a land which I swore to give to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and I will give it to you for possession. I am the Lord." So Moses spoke thus to the sons of Israel, but they did not listen to Moses on account of their despondency and cruel bondage. So right before this, Moses and Aaron had told the Israelites, God has seen your burdens. He has heard your cries. He's going to rescue you. He's going to set you free. And all the Israelites rejoiced and worshiped. And then Pharaoh was like, all right, I'm making everything harder for y'all. I'm going to put you to more work. The work that you're doing is just going to make it harder. And so then when God tells Moses to go back to the people and encourage them, they don't even want to hear it. They're like, whatever, Moses, I thought you were going to set us free. Our work has gotten harder. Like, just leave us alone, basically. And because of their despondency and cruel bondage, they would not listen to Moses, would not listen to God through Moses. And how often do we do that too? Where, God promises all these great things. He wants to give us freedom. He wants to give us life abundantly. And we go through hard times. There are seasons of winter where the trees in our lives are barren and dead or look dead. And there's just no green, no life to be seen. And it makes it really hard for us to hear God's promises sometimes. And so I would say, if you're in that place right now, there is hope. There is a spring that comes after winter. The leaves will form on the trees again. If we continue, I would say just continue to press in to God and believe Him. And this reminds me of a time in my life where I was really depressed for a few years. And I'm thankful that a friend suggested I start going to counseling. I hadn't been to counseling before this, and the thought hadn't really crossed my mind to go to counseling, but it was so life-changing. Like I'm actually in from that experience, I'm really thankful that I got depressed. And this was actually right after doing a missions trip in Australia. It was after a high, and then I just was really depressed. And but through going to counseling, it really took a few years before I could even see the light at the end of the tunnel. But through that, I learned how to actually acknowledge and express my emotions, and to actually connect with God and connect with people. And I had no idea what I was even missing. And during that time, words of encouragement can be so hard to hear when you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But there is a light there. And I'm super thankful. I think the temptation often is to try to avoid the pain and just cover up the symptoms. And I'm so thankful that I did not go on depression medicine and cover up the symptoms and continued to feel the pain and continued to walk through it and continued to learn how to live in a way that would actually bring life, because I didn't know that yet. I didn't know relationships are really make or break life, I would say. And the quality of our life is determined by the quality of our relationships. And so when we're not having a good time in life, it probably is because we need to work on our relationships, and probably learn new skills to improve our relationships, to be able to connect better with people. Yeah, so when I read this anyway about Moses encouraging the people with all these things that God is wanting to do for them, and they wouldn't even listen to Moses because of their despondency and their cruel bondage, and it just reminded me of our tendency to do the same thing. And so the encouragement to me is to press through that, and to receive God's encouragement, and to be thankful for that, and to trust him in that, and to walk through it, and to feel the pain, to feel the hardships, to feel the pain, and know that there is another side, that God has freedom for us. He has life for us. And oftentimes it does require going through pain, and to learn lessons of how to actually live in a way that doesn't involve pain. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. I hope that's encouraging. If so, please like and subscribe, and continue with me on this journey.